your antennas.
It's now time. I forgot to join the call so that my... God damn it. But, it's now time for our Wixo presentation. Also, I'm gonna have to reset Discord so that I can actually do the thing. So if my reactive's not here for like a minute or two, that's why. Ignore, if you can see, all of the weird shapes. Those aren't important. Although if they are blocking your screen, that is my bad. I'm just gonna go and assume that they aren't. If they are, then I'm very sorry. But, you know what, I'm just gonna pause until it's ready. It's now truly time for our Wixo presentation. Wixo. Anyways, hello everyone. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at a scenario where Civilization starts over. We are on episode 16, I believe, and in the last video, also before I do anything, I updated the region map. In the last video, we saw quite a few things happen. The HJE was dissolved. I don't think. We saw two nations get formed over here. I don't think anything happened in Europe. Greenland was divided. I just realized Scotland has all of modern day Iceland. That's kind of neat. The Irish and the Danish split up here. I just realized there's like no one from Ireland living here. The Irish got the short end of the stick. I just realized that. I'm so sorry, Ireland. Although to be fair, they do normally end up succeeding in my Wixo, but yeah. And we saw like a semi-division of the US, with definitely a majority of the contiguous, lower 48. They're definitely divided, but like everything like Alaska and Alaska is not divided, and Hawaii was already claimed. But yeah, and South America, Algeria expanded more. But guess what? I didn't do at all. Provinces. I have not worked on provinces in a while. Anyways, oh yeah, one last thing that we saw. We saw something get made. The old order was created between a majority of old nations over here. So the red team, so like China, Korea, Central China, Sakhalin, Hokkaido, Manchuria, Hokkaido, blah blah blah. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed this, then don't forget to like and subscribe. I think you know what I'm going to be saying, so let's just get on with this. First of all, we're going to be heading over to Africa, surprisingly enough, because a nation's going to be joining the Triangle Alliance. And that nation is none other than Egypt, as they got completely screwed over by the colonial powers, as they used to have, like, a lot of Northern Africa, but, like, now they have barely any of it. Like, if I draw, like, a rough line of what I can remember, I think it was something like... No. I think it was something like this, roughly. I don't really remember, but it was something like that. So, yeah. Even if they aren't old, per se, they do want land back in the old order so that they can regain their land, possibly even more. Who knows, maybe they might be able to take over, like, this. Wait, no. Big Egypt. That would be funny. Anyways, let's start in South America, because we're going to be seeing some colonization. And this colonization is going to be very surprising. It's going to be a majority by Algeria, who's just, like, really, like, just accepting the Algerian-Brazil claim at this point. And after a while, like, there's not really much room in, like, South America left unless, like, a new colonizer appears. So we see, like, the European ones just start to grab up as much as they can. The French take a lot of French... I just realized the French have French gun. Wait, no, they don't. No, they don't. French gun's, like, down here. Never mind, I'm dumb. we're going to be seeing the nation over here, Balearica. They're going to be gaining a lot of land over here, looking like this. And now, the Spanish. They're going to be gaining a lot of land, looking roughly like this. Yeah, this is a lot of land. But yeah, we do love big colony. But apart from that, we're going to see more exploration of South America. Looking like, oh, my friend's playing Team Fortress. Good for her. But eventually after... I'm going to turn on spacing. Yeah, that's better. Eventually after a while, we see this happen. And then after a while, a majority of South America goes over to Brazil. A majority of South America goes over to Algeria. Like, a lot of it goes over. I feel like having that tolerance that high is kind of bad. But yeah, basically nearly all of South America goes over to them. With the exception of certain areas. This area, because I don't like how it looks, I'm going to be giving it over to Spanish. The Galapagos, who's also going to go to the Spanish. And then down here, which you guessed it, they are not going to be claiming it. Yeah. And by that, I mean I lied. I just didn't want it to be the French, I mean the Spanish. It's going to be the French. Wait, the French now have South Australia. What? I'm sorry, I've had a tiring day. They now have the southernmost point of the Americas and the southernmost point of Africa. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Anyways, yeah, South America is now fully divided. Who knows, that might cause some issues in their colony of the Algeria. Wait, hold on. 446,000. This is nearly like 3 times larger. And if we account this, oh my god, that's like... Oh no! Wait, please tell me. Oh, thank god, this is more than like 57 pixels. Wanna know why? Because if I color this, and up here in, it's 666,000. Yeah. Anyways, we're now heading over to up here. Because we are finally going to be seeing the rest of the Nordics get claimed. And it's going to just be split like this, with the Danish gaining this. And then the Finnish. After a while, let's just assume, because let's say that this has just been happening the whole time, because why not? They're going to be gaining this. So, boom. Big Finland. Not just that, oh my. Not just that, but I'm also going to be slightly changing their colour, just so that it doesn't completely blend in. Because right now it blends in semi-good with these guys, so... maybe... does this look good? A bit. I think this color's good. I don't know how much different it is, but it's good enough. But yeah, the Nordics are finally fully claimed. So yeah. Anyways, going away from Europe, we're going to be heading over to here. And by that, I'm lied. We're heading down to here. Because Malaysia is finally going to be finishing their goal of getting the rest of Borneo. And also Papua. Or New Guinea. Whatever this island is called. So yeah. We now have Big Malaysia. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to the land down under. I don't know how to do. Hold on, let me Google Australian accent. Australian accent. Ooh, Australian accent generator. I will take that. I wonder how this will sound. While it's loading, we're going to be going away from that. Oh, it's done. How does it sound? Actually, I'm going to pause first and listen to it. Never mind, that doesn't sound very good. I'm going to try again. The land down under. If there's any Australians, please tell me if that's good. I colonize my country colonized you, but I do not know how to do your accent. I'm very sorry. Have a gigantic colon free. Anyways, the land down under is now being colonized. Obviously, they're not going to be going like. Obviously, they're not going to be like doing it like this because that's just death wish. However, they are going to be starting to scout out the waters around them. So yeah. And while doing this, they pick up you guys and just very badly, very narrowly miss New Zealand. And by that I lied, they are going to be taking New Zealand because we love New Zealand. New Zealands? Ah yes, we sure do love multiple New Zealands. And after a while, they start to move in. And after a while, it'll look something like this. As you can tell, I tried to make these rapid fire videos a little lazier. But yeah, everything but that like central area is nearly basically the whole of the like habitable world is colonized or known about. Because the fact that the first colony we started with hadn't been fully colonized is kind of funny. So how about we finish that? Because I feel like we kind of need to. Heading over to here, we're going to be just having each nation do one final expansion. This like bluish purple nation is going to be expanding to look something like. I should probably have the river map up. Yo, this. Oh my. Where did I miss a pixel? Okay, I missed one up here. Da-da! And they're also going to be taking these islands, because I said so. The rest of this is going to be heading over to the Purple Nation. And I'm actually going to be slightly darkening the nation of this. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, is there a single, like, dark Purple Nation? I just want to see real quick. Oh, oh wait, yeah, there is. I forgot about you. So yeah. We now have Big Manchuria. And Big Manchuria is going to be making a colony. Go, Big Manchuria, you got this. Make a big Alaskan colony. Yeah, they take all of Alaska. So yeah, we now have Big Alaska. Anyways, going away from this, we're going to be seeing one last nation expand, and that, yes, is Russia. Russia's taking the rest of this. But I should probably redo that, because I just made them take the rest of the world. And we don't want that, do we? We want a slightly more contained Russia. So, yeah, there we go. That's better. Actually, I'm going to slightly blue and slightly darken their color. Ooh, I like how that looks. I'm going to just bat and boom, because I like how this color looks. Actually, it's a bit too similar to that. Yeah, that's good. That's a good color. Anyways. Wait. I'm gonna change Scotland a bit. Because now they're like concerningly close to the Russian color. That's close to the Italian color. You know what? This. This is the new Scottish color. Yeah. Anyways, we are going to be seeing our first war that's happened in quite a while. One momento. Sorry about that. Anyways. I think I said this last video, but I never acted upon it. These guys are collapsing. I don't think I ever acted upon it. That's my bad. I think I just didn't like how the board looks, so I didn't do it. But it's just gonna be split basically. Like Egypt gets this northern section, and then like the rest just goes to Qatar. So yeah, big Qatar. We love that, don't we? Anyways, oh no. We are going to be seeing our actual war happen now. And this war is going to be between two nations over here. And I'll tell you something. Neither in the Tokyo League, nor the Dublin League, nor in a military like. Okay, different wartime. Nor are they in a marriage alliance. I was actually gonna have these guys attack them, but then trying to. Oh, hello there. Anyways, we're going to be seeing Anatolia attack Cyprus. And if I just get the capital layer on real quick, there we go. We can see how this is going to look. And that is if I can shrink the brush, because I don't think we want to have a brush that is literally going to be like, we see a war. Yeah, we don't want a brush that's going to look like that, do we? Yeah, we actually want to be able to see what war happens and not just green, like a teal color. Though I know someone who would like it if it was all green. If you're watching this video, then hello friend, that would like it if it was all green. Anyways, the war is going to be starting on Anatolian territory. As, let's say there was a border skirmish. I don't know what happened. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. And yeah, they do surprisingly well. And in fact, they even cut these guys in half. That is until a certain something happens. And that is Cyprus gets their stuff together. And then boom. And then boom. I'm joking, it's not going to happen that fast, but it's going to happen. So it's going to look roughly like that. We're going to start to see Cyprus start to slowly invade into Anatolia. As these guys are quite strong. Not the strongest. Especially considering that they are, I believe, going as like top 10 power. Never mind. But a former top 10 power. These guys haven't even ever been in the top 10. So it's a bit hard. But we're going to be seeing something happen. Probably the last time in this series. Say it with me, folks. Ooh, river. Yeah. They go along the river and, yep, these guys are now dead. And after a while, just basically everything over here falls. And not just that, we see a rebellion happen. I swear this is not an invasion. Oh, I'll change the color slightly. No. You know, this is good. No, I feel like that's too similar to another country. You know, yeah, new. You know, I have a better idea. A new Anatolian government pops up over here in this nation, well, this city. And eventually, after a while, they like do very well. In fact, they just completely wipe these guys out. And in a peace treaty, it's going to look basically exactly like this, just slight border changements. Like, yeah. These borders stay nearly the exact same. Except Cyprus is going to be gaining this. So it's going to be looking like this. And then Anatolia is going to be gaining this. But like I said, these guys are a rebellion. So I'm going to have to be moving that's moving this to selection. We're going to be moving, no, we're not rotating. We're going to be moving their capital over to here. So yeah. And these guys aren't going to be a senate any longer. In fact, we are going to be seeing a whole new ideology get created just for this. It's not a monarchical nation, not a romantic nation, not a constitutional either, not an authoritarian nation, not a democracy, not a central Asianist, not an oligarchy, and not a nomadic. So you might be wondering, What is this nation? What if I tell you? Yeah, communist. Communism is now here to stay. Let me attempt to draw a hammer and sickle for this. I'm trying to remember what it looks like. It's like this, I think. So, yeah. Roughly like this. So yeah, we now have communism. And you know what all communists do? Act communist. And these guys are gonna be... I got rid of that circle. But these guys, if you can't believe it, because it's very hard for me to say this, they're gonna be communist. That is an oval, a communist nation. Yeah. So that's right. This world now has communism in like the 1600s. Yeah. But not just that, that's not the only ideology that we're going to be seeing be made. Another one is we are going to be seeing fascism. No, I forgot. Sorry. Fascism. And this nation that's going to be fascist is none other than I'm joking, it's the Egyptians. The Egyptians are now fascist. But actually, I have a good idea on what I'm going to do. Give me a sec. I have now given every ideology a thing going from far left, communist being the furthest left, to fascism being the farthest right, and nomadic nation being just outside the spectrum. Now, this might be wrong, I'm not completely sure how far left and far right works. I did a quick Google and apparently monarchies are like split, and democracies are apparently close to communism. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, away from this, I'm gonna save. Why did I save that? For God's sake. I'm a bit stupid sometimes, if you guys couldn't tell. So now I need to go grab the old episode 15 map, and if I don't have that, I'm screwed. Not screwed, but okay, yeah. I have the old 15 map. Don't panic, I'll just save this after. Anyways, one last thing that we're going to be seeing, and that is an update to the rankings. And I'm going to update it, so instead of going from 1 to 10, it's going to go from 1 to 15. Let's go France, then then I'm going to actually type in Rome. Then India. There was never a 6. What the hell? Oh well. Fourth now is going to be, surprisingly enough, not a nation that's been here before. Algeria. Then Korea. Then Persia. Then Spain. Balearica. That's an N. Balearica. 9 is going to be Listenberg. 10, Ukraine. 11, Malaysia. And then finally, 12, we have Persia. Oh wait, no, I read Persia at 6. Now we have a bit of, like, a question. Who would go at 12? We have many contenders, but I think the one that makes the most sense is at 12 being the nation of Denmark. Then we're going to have Ireland at 14th. Actually, who would go at 14th? I didn't actually think of that. You know, I know. At 14th, we're gonna have Belgium, and at 15th, we're gonna have Russia. as they just expanded like a lot. So yeah, goodbye old list that never had a number 5. And hello new list that not only has a number 5, but also a number 10. So yeah, that is the end of the video because I'm tired. It's nearly 7:30. I want to relax today. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. If you guys liked it, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry nothing really happened in North America. I'm lazy, as you guys probably know. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna go relax now. Goodbye.